And while we do this, why not thank you, the fans? This is your time. If you've got one, get your phones out, put them into flashlight mode. For your people into turn one, if you can, it's time to toot your horns, flash your lights, as ladies and gentlemen, 20 of the best street stock drivers in the West have made it to Geraldton. Ladies and gentlemen, round number 2 of the ODH Mechanical Tri-City Series comes at you 4-1. Who's going to take his toys? We're underway. Great start from Hoth as well as he tried to jump quickly into turn number 2, into P number 2, but we get through turn number 1 all without nation. But lap number 1 goes to Jamie Oldfield. Dowie's just challenging through to the inside. Great start from Ben Norman as well, as Jace Kempton is out, and so too is Jake Hoth. 2 cars out already before we completed a lap, and both with flat right rear tyres. Oldfield, Dowie trying to be the pick of the bunch, as double points are on hand for your feature race, so you want to make sure you go through this one from go to woe. It's going to be survival of the fittest. Tyres have been the talk of the town. And at the moment, Oldfield, Dowie and Ben Norman have held out the strongest at the moment. Oldfield knows these tricks all too well. Great restart from the 0. Sadly, the reigning Tri-Series champion has had nothing but bad luck. Oldfield, who was the man Lyle beat to that championship at the Perth Motorplex last year, could have one hand on the trophy after tonight. He leads with 26 to go, with Matthew Avenel watching from New Zealand. He was the points leader going into tonight's action. This could be the Sayonara's back through the field. We're 3 wide between Flavel, Avens and Penfold. Could this be the run for the bottom that Avens needs? The track definitely dominant to the inside part of the racetrack. And that's where we all run from here on in. All of a sudden, Ben Norman, as we look through the field, has been able to roll himself into second place. A driver who has played second fiddle for so long when it comes to these major events could finally put his name on a major feature race winner board, as he, Dowie and Hayden Norman all come to play. Can that second row find a way to outsmart Oldfield? We're back underway. McGaffin will try and switch. Oh, there's contact between Dowie and Norman, and all of a sudden Matt Hammond's come to play. Great restart from Donnie Davis, as he's been able to pick up a few positions, and right behind Cody Avens. But it's the Oldfield and Norman show out in front. The 66 trying to chase down the 0. With that contact on that opening lap going out at turn number 2, it has opened breathing room very quickly for Norman, where he feels unstressed about what's going on behind him. It's all fixated what's ahead of him, as that red Holden Commodore he's seen multiple times lead events all throughout the state. Oldfield, Norman, Dowie and Hayden Norman. Oh, flat right rear tyre for Hayden Norman. And Matt Hammond has come to a stop. The yellows are on. Matt Hammond found himself in a good position, up to 4th place for car number 9. So we're back to green. Panels are starting to fly off everywhere, especially on Brinley McGaffin's car, as the left side quarter panels are all hanging by a thread at the moment. Davis has a big run on the outside, but there was a pop, and I'll say that would be a right rear tyre on the 23 machine. It is. Hard luck for Donnie Davis. It might be a right front in fact on car number 3. And Davis now will be the next one to the infield. Oldfield, Norman, Dowie. As your top 4 have spread themselves out easily from 1 through to 4. But Penfold, McGavin is, Cody Avon goes around. Ashley Congo had nowhere to go for the second time tonight. And he is on the infield with the bumper hanging off. And your round number 1 winner has come to a slow. Matt Hammond and Ryan Penfold round out your 5. Cannot get over how good Penny's been going tonight. Tip of the cap for the Concept Fabrications, car number 12. As the green lights are underway, we're back with 18 to go. Dowie's going to try the over-under. As he tries to sneak to the inside of Ben Norman to apologise there. Ryan Penfold, we may have just given the commentator's curse as he tried the outside line. He loses a spot to McGaffin, who's been able to find his way back in the top 5. Penfold gave him the old hurry up, saying, I'm not dropping back as far as you think I'm going to, buddy. As he puts up a fight for that 5th spot. Has been another tie. You heard it. It was Brindley McGaffin. You heard it with the way that they went into turn number 3. And another flat tyre. Been a long one so far. We've completed quite a few laps under yellow. Could fuel play a game? Oh, there's so many possibilities that we haven't even thought about. Back underway. Norma's just been smarter as Daniel Flavel, as we've got a bumper on the back front straight. And I would say that is off of Daniel Flavel's car number 15. We'll get there, I promise. Oh, it's getting close. I thought there might have been chaos before we even hit turn 1 again, especially between our top 3 drivers as Dowie. Oh, no. And cautions are starting to breed cautions. Oh, don't tell me he's going to sweep for another one. 14 complete, 16 to go. Bradley Oldfield's all of a sudden in 6th place as well. That's all coming undone. Oh, Jim McGorman. There's a flat right rear for Jim McGorman. Oh, big push, and he's upside down. Daniel Flavel was left with nowhere to go. Jim McGorman was. And all these drivers are with a chance of getting a great bundle of points. Just if they can stay out on the racetrack. Oldfield scooted away. And you have to expect that now with the drivers all nose to tail, be a little bit easier for the rest of them to spread out. But all of a sudden, Cody Avons, and I don't know how he does it, he just seems to be over Ben Norman and Peter Dowie. Avons will run in 4th. 5th place is Penfold, Bradley Oldfield, and Jake Williams. Definitely a survival of the fittest, with many of them seeing the track great and going nicely with tyres. Maybe that wasn't the call. Maybe it was time to go harder and make sure you last the distance, because many of them have not felt the love due these flat right rear tyres. Not so much for a driver with copious amount of experience. 4 to go for Oldfield, who's already won here tonight in the late model. And now he's on his way to take the checkers and a grand old payday tonight. With his Onto It graphics team, led by Luke, driven by Jamie, have been a pick of the bunch wherever they go. Ladies and gentlemen, What about a round of applause? Round number 2 goes the way of Jamie Oldfield. Only 7 cars finish.